Have you ever felt that your body is changing in ways you weren't prepared for, not just on the outside, but deep within? Maybe response feels slower, sensitivity feels different, or intimacy feels less natural than it once did. Many women over 60 tell me they quietly wonder if something is wrong with them, or if these changes mean their sensuality is fading. I'm Dr. Lisa Periera, a board-certified gynecologist with more than 30 years of experience caring for women in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. And I want to begin with a truth most women never hear. Your body is not failing you. It's evolving. And the habits that once supported your intimate wellness in your 30s, 40s, and 50s may now be quietly working against you. Today, we're going to talk about a topic very few women feel comfortable discussing openly: self-pleasure after 60. Not because it's shameful, but because the way your tissues, nerves, and pelvic floor respond changes dramatically after menopause. Many women continue using the same approach they relied on decades earlier, not realizing that certain habits can strain the pelvic floor, desensitize nerves, reduce natural lubrication, or slowly drain energy over time. In this video, I'll guide you through the 4 most common self-care mistakes women make after 60, mistakes that can quietly undermine circulation, hormonal balance, and long-term pelvic health. More importantly, I'll show you gentle, science-based adjustments that support your body instead of pushing against it. If you've been confused, frustrated, or uncertain about these changes, stay with me. You're not alone, and you're not too late. Your body still knows how to thrive. You simply need to understand what it's asking for now. To understand why your body responds differently after 60, you need to understand the biological and neurological shifts taking place beneath the surface. These changes are normal, predictable, and completely unrelated to your worth, your femininity, or your capacity for pleasure. They're simply part of how the post-menopausal body works. The first major shift is reduced estrogen. Estrogen keeps the tissues of the vulva, clitoris, and vagina plump, elastic, and well lubricated. After menopause, these tissues naturally thin and dry. The tiny blood vessels that once carried warm, oxygen-rich blood to the pelvic region also narrow, and with less blood flow comes less natural arousal, slower lubrication, and weaker nerve response. The second shift happens in the nervous system. As women age, the pathways that carry signals from the pelvic region to the brain become slower, not damaged, just slower to wake up. This means your body now needs more time, more warmth, and more gentle stimulation before sensation fully arrives. When stimulation is rushed or too intense, the nerves can become overstimulated or irritated, reducing sensitivity even further. There's also a change in muscle tone, especially in the pelvic floor. These muscles help support the bladder, enhance pleasure, and contribute to the rhythmic contractions of orgasm. After 60, they weaken unless intentionally cared for, which can affect both sensation and recovery. Finally, there is a shift in energy regulation and hormonal recovery. Your nervous system takes longer to reset after climax, meaning intense or frequent stimulation can drain rather than energize you. These biological changes don't mean you can't experience pleasure. They simply mean your body needs a new, more supportive approach. In the next part, we'll explore the common mistakes women make, often without realizing it, that quietly strain this delicate system. Even though self-pleasure can be nourishing, grounding, and incredibly healthy for women over 60, many unknowingly adopt habits that silently work against their bodies. These mistakes are not about doing anything wrong. They happen because no one ever explained how dramatically intimate physiology changes after menopause. Once you understand these patterns, you can begin protecting your pelvic health instead of straining it. The first mistake is forcing arousal or rushing climax. What once felt natural in your 30s or 40s now requires more time for blood flow, lubrication, and nerve activation. When women push harder, using fast, intense pressure, they can create micro tears in thinning tissues, irritate the clitoris, and strain the pelvic floor. The damage isn't obvious at first, but over time it leads to reduced sensitivity and chronic dryness. The second mistake is relying on pornography as the only source of stimulation. High-intensity visual content overstimulates the brain's reward pathways, flooding them with dopamine. With repeated use, the brain begins to expect stronger and stronger input. making natural touch feel muted. Many women mistakenly think they've lost desire, when in reality their nervous system has been desensitized by overstimulation. The third mistake is masturbating too frequently for your current energy levels. Orgasm is healthy, but recovery takes longer after 60. When climax happens daily or multiple times a day, the nervous system becomes overstressed, hormones dip, and pelvic floor muscles fatigue. This can lead to irritability, poor sleep, bladder issues, or a sense of being unusually drained. The fourth mistake is neglecting pelvic hygiene and tissue care. Unwashed hands, unclean toys, or skipping post-activity urination can introduce bacteria into the urethra, causing UTIs or irritation, problems that become more common with thinner tissues. Now that you understand the habits that quietly strain your body after 60, let's shift to the gentle, supportive practices that help restore sensitivity, protect your pelvic floor, and keep your intimate wellness strong. These approaches are simple, natural, and deeply aligned with the way a postmenopausal body functions. Start with slowing down. Your tissues now need more time to warm, soften, and receive blood flow. Begin with touch that is indirect: hips, lower belly, inner thighs. This warms the nerves and activates circulation without overwhelming delicate tissue. When you move slowly, your body has time to wake up, increasing both comfort and sensation. Next, focus on lubrication and moisture support. Natural lubrication declines after menopause, so using a high-quality, unscented lubricant is not optional. It is essential. Lubrication protects thinning tissue, prevents micro-tears, and makes touch feel more pleasurable. Choose water-based or silicone-based formulas depending on your sensitivity. Consider incorporating mindful stimulation. Turn off distractions, breathe deeply, and allow your mind and body to focus on sensation rather than outcome. This increases oxytocin and dopamine, helping your nervous system reconnect with pleasure more naturally than high-intensity visual stimulation. For some women, it helps to reduce vibrator intensity. Switch to lower settings or alternate between vibrator use and hand touch. This retrains your nerves to respond to a softer spectrum of sensations and prevents desensitization. Finally, protect your pelvic floor by practicing simple relaxation exercises. Deep breathing paired with soft pelvic release, not squeezing, reduces tension that blocks circulation. End each session with hygiene care. Wash hands or toys, and gently urinate afterward to flush bacteria from the urethra. These changes don't just prevent harm, they help your body reawaken with comfort and confidence. In the final part, we'll bring everything together and explore how to create lasting intimacy with yourself at any age. Let's take a moment to bring all of this together so you can move forward with confidence, clarity, and a kinder understanding of your body. What you've been feeling, slower arousal, decreased sensitivity, dryness, or even subtle pelvic discomfort is not a sign that your body is fading. It is a sign that your body is changing. And change does not mean decline. It means your approach must evolve too. We explored the biological reasons behind these shifts: lower estrogen, slower nerve signaling, reduced muscle tone, and the need for longer recovery after climax. These are completely normal changes that simply require more gentle, intentional care. We also looked at the 4 common mistakes many women make after 60: forcing arousal, relying heavily on pornography, overstimulating the nervous system with frequent climax, and overlooking pelvic hygiene. These habits can quietly strain tissues, weaken circulation, and dull natural responsiveness, but the good news is that every one of them is reversible. Then we reviewed the practical tools that truly help: moving slowly, warming the body, using high-quality lubrication, reducing overstimulation, practicing mindful touch, and caring for pelvic health with awareness and patience. These are not restrictions, they are invitations to reconnect with your body in a deeper, more nourishing way. If there's one message I hope stays with you, it's this: your sensuality does not end with age, it transforms. And when you honor that transformation, your body can surprise you with how ready it is to feel alive again. I would love to hear from you. Which of the 4 mistakes resonated most with your experience, or which solution are you ready to try first? Share your answer in the comments. And if today's message brought clarity or comfort, please like this video and subscribe for weekly guidance on women's health after 60. Your story may give courage to another woman who needs it.